Hello everyone and welcome to the 2016 Canadian National Championships Round 4. On the left we've got Sebastian Crema and on the right we've got Nikolai Kozel. We've got Jirachi start against a Giratina start. Looks like he's got an Aqua
base.
So that's our card we see every day. That adds retreat cost to your opponent's Pokemon. It's one retreat cost to their Pokemon.
Sebastian even had to read it, he didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, it's one of the cards from the Double Crisis set, and then Nikolai just set up for one, and it looks like he's got a relatively dead hand. He has a DC to Giratina, which, if you're running DCs into Jirachi, that is generally not a good sign. So Sebastian is playing a Groudon deck. Now this is not a deck we typically see in Standard. It's usually only played in Expanded because of Tropical Beach, and you don't really have that early draw in Standard. He's going to here, he's got a Groudon and something else.
He's having a hard time finding what he's looking for.
Now my guess is he's probably looking for a letter, maybe, or no? He's just got
VS Seeker. Looks like he's going for that aggressive Karina every turn.
Yeah. Which, given that his opponent started with a DCE on a Giratina into a Jirachi, things are looking all right for Sebastian here.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna immediately be able to start us away that DC if he wants to.
Yep.
And
He's gonna be able to knock that out.
Knock off the DCE and Robosub, and yeah, Nikolai's got what appears to be, looks like DC Seeker, he's got a bunch, he's got only special energies in his hand. So he might be playing, he's got Crushing Hammer, so I think he might be playing Tina Toad, is what I would guess is what he's playing. He's got another Giratina, okay, at least this time he can attach the Double Dragon to the benched one and not get it Stardusted immediately. Because if you're looking at, is that a Sycamore on the far left in Sebastian's hand? I can't.
He does land the Crushing Hammer.
Alright, so Sebastian does have the letter, and it looks like a Sycamore on the far left.
Double Dragon goes on the benched Giratina.
Yep, so he can't get Stardusted. And that's probably all
That's really all his hand can do right now.
Yeah. Now, the good news is that Aqua Base actually matters somewhat right now, because Sebastian's not going to be able to just, like, retreat into the Groudon immediately off of these enemies.
Yep. And there he goes, using that VS Seeker, going for the Karina.
Yep.
Aggressively looking for Pokemon, maybe an item, since the board changed a little bit. Might get another Robosub, just so that way his bench is, ready to go.
It looks like he's
going for the Mega.
I think he might just end up primaling and passing to start to get energy on it, because once he finds a Hex or Silent Lab, he's able to kind of just win this game quickly. And he actually grabs a puzzle at a time, so he now has 2 puzzles in his hand and has got a lot of flexibility of what he can do. Now we saw in his shuffle there, he does play Wobbuffet as well. So he's basically taking, it looks like he's taking a deck that's typically only played in Expanded and just playing it in Standard. We see some Wobbuffet, Mega Turbos. Yeah, he is playing Groudon Wobbuffet. With at least one Jirachi for slow starts, and because you don't have Tropical Beach, so you kind of need to do something early game.
Yeah, it helps you against the Night March speed. And it just completely shuts down Giratina right off the bat.
Yeah, it's great against Giratina, which is definitely one of the more hype decks going into the weekend after taking down Origins and doing so in quite a remarkable fashion, because the deck had virtually no hype going into the tournament. So
I did not see a way for Nikolai to get that Giratina out of the active right now. So he's setting it up, but
yeah. So Nikolai is playing Crushing Hammer, doesn't do anything because of Primal's Ability.
Yep.
He's gonna Sycamore. Hand isn't completely dead.
He did have to get rid of a VS Seeker for that.
Which is, at this point he's fine with that. Like he's got, he plays. The scoop
up is there.
He's definitely playing Tina Toad.
Yeah.
Because he's playing Super Scoop Up, he's playing Crushing Hammer, he's playing DCs and Doldrums. So he is 100% playing Tina Toad. It looks like.
There goes the Scoop Up.
It looks like,
and it landed.
It landed, so he is going to get on to a quick start. Now, the thing here is that Sebastian doesn't have a super fast start. It looks like he's going to be Grouding at the earliest in 2 more turns. And his hand he's got the double puzzle, so he's able to get, like, at least Karina, but, like, you can't just Karina
every turn.
Game,
yeah.
Right?
That'll hold you over until you get a Sycamore, but you need that Sycamore. You need to get that hand moving.
Yeah, he's got so Sebastian doesn't have a bad start by any means, but it's not great, and he's reading Hydreigon. presumably to see if it stacks, and yes, Hydreigon
It does.
stack. And he does have the stadium in play right now, so if he wants to have his Giratina's half retreat, he could just bench both Hydreigon.
Yep.
He's debating.
Nice thing about that too is it allows him to put the fighting belts on the Giratinas and still have free retreat.
Exactly. No, it's excellent. And then he's also, I think he ended up not taking the Shaman there. He can't bench it right now. He's presumably has his saying doesn't want to just give the Shaman second one. So yeah, he's gonna be able to just start going.
Does
through.
he have?
Yeah. Yeah. You see him double dragon, yeah, it's good. Yeah. It doesn't look great on him. Yeah, so Sebastian's gonna double puzzle. He gets a Jirachi and VS Seeker. No, he's gonna get. So he's gonna get the letter. Now the reason for that is, I think right now his game plan is to try to legitimately just run Nikolai out of energy. And I think that can work here because this Jirachi's gonna get. He's gonna be able to at least plow through at least 2 more energy with this Jirachi. As long as Nikolai doesn't escape rope him and then lie same. He's gonna definitely be able to at least get rid of a double dragon this turn, and just try to slow chip away at those energies, and hopefully just get a Groudon set up at some point.
Green at 4.
Oh, so he just got Rip Sleep. Karina's for another Groudon and be a Seeker.
Something happened with Sleep?
Yeah, just a Rip Sleep. He's just replacing it. And don't know if he's actually gonna bench that Groudon or not. We'll see here in a second. Because the thing is, if he doesn't bench it, then that Jirachi's just basically stuck in the. That Jirachi's going to be in the active, and that's fine right now because all he wants to do is really just try to Stardust Giratina.
Yep.
And this is why on Nikolai's end, it's really great that he's able to just get that neither Hydreigon's prize because he's just going to be able to retreat that Giratina and then protect it for a turn, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then just move right back into his game plan of just basically chaos wheeling.
Yeah.
Jirachis.
Be able to spread out some damage. He'll be able to get whatever. He'll be able to put his energies wherever he needs them and be able to attack with whatever he needs.
Exactly. So now we see Sebastian is not going to. He's going to get rid of DC and he's not going to bench the Groudon. So, he's got the Jirachi in the active as long as he doesn't get escape rope.
These crushing hammers.
He is 2 for 2 on crushing hammer.
And 1-on-1 on scoop ups. I mean, the dice are in his favor right now.
Nikolai's doing pretty well right now.
And there's a Sycamore.
And now, I said this was Tina Toad. We still haven't seen a Toad yet, so there's a chance it's actually just Giratina. But that would be strange. But it's not guaranteed that it's actually Tina Toad yet.
See the double colors.
I see DC, but that doesn't do anything right now. He's got a mail here. What we got?
I see a double dragon.
I still can't see where he's actually. Alright. He's gonna mail, and he gets a. Looking through Sand Fair, what he's gonna get. I can't. Got DCE. It looks like a Megaphone.
I see a scoop up.
10. Some other stuff. I can't really tell everything that's in now. Okay, so what he's gonna get the trainers on. He's gonna take a VS Seeker. Okay.
So that's Sebastian. What are you looking for with Nikolai doing? What are you fearful of him setting up first?
I mean, I don't.
Or are you?
I don't think you're too worried about what he sends up right now. Actually, I think right now you've gotten the game to a point where you're content with it. You just want really all he has to do is he has to get one Giratina going, and then he can kind of plow through these Giratinas, assuming he's able to get this Groudon. Because I'm assuming he plays Hex or Silent, and once he starts to do that, actually he has to play Hex because if he gets a Chaos Wheel, yeah, he's just trying to. What he's trying to do is he's trying to bottleneck Nikolai, and eventually, inevitably set up a Giratina because he's already through 2 special energies, he's already through 2 double dragons, so he's just trying to put him on a bottleneck. And again, if this is Toadina, it might only be playing 3 double dragons, although I think it might be straight.
Another successful scoop up.
I don't see the need to play that there.
He could have just free retreated.
Right, yeah. I'm not really sure the need there because you're still probably gonna put that DCE down and not really gain any advantage. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, he could have just free retreated.
I guess what he's looking at is he saved the 10 damage. So if Sebastian doesn't find a strong energy, but that seems like it's very hard to set up a Groudon without along the way finding a strong energy or fighting.
Another Karina.
Now we also see that he plays Super Potion, he plays Zerosic, So he's actually got, I think I saw a bumping there, so he's got an enhanced hammer, so he plays several cards that are just very good against Nikolai.
Yeah.
Like, I think Nikolai's going to end up running into a bottleneck issue where he's just not going to be able to attack right now. Like, I think that's his main issue, because this ground's not going to get charged up for a while.
And he doesn't really need to. As long as he keeps getting rid of those energies, he can just sit there.
He can just sit there, right. He's going to sit there and wait until he can just go in and hit his Hex and sweep.
Yep.
Again, presuming he does play Hex. Right?
And Nikolai's in a disadvantage too because he has to lay down energy. He's got to manually attach too,
right.
which gives Sebastian the ability to hammer away or Stardust.
Yeah, like right now he's about to just enhance hammer. And it's like, and slowly you're just seeing Nikolai's already down 2 crushing hammers. He's down 2 super scoop ups. He's down. He's about to be down 2 DC and 2 double dragons. Like
this is just
he's down a lot of resources. Like again, Sebastian hasn't really done anything except put 2 energies on the ground, but he's trying to just slowly run Nikolai out of resources with just literally a Jirachi.
Yeah, and you see that he's got 1 puzzle at a time in his hand. If he gets the other one out, those hammers are coming back for another swing.
Exactly, and I haven't seen a puzzle on Nikolai yet, so if he doesn't play puzzles, then he's very limited on the amount of special energies he's got. And yeah, this game could end up going very quickly of just like, okay, I'm going to now just attack, and just a formality, so Nikolai's got to be thinking about that.
Yeah, Nikolai's worried about laying down an energy because if he gets that puzzle again, it's more hammers.
Or if he hit, or the other thing is like Sebastian still doesn't do anything in the green. Sebastian like hits a Lysander even. It's a huge round because he can Lysander Stardust.
Yep.
And then not only is he getting rid of the energy, you can't hit his active, and all you're gonna do is hit this Groudon on the bench that he doesn't really even care about.
Right.
Yeah. Right now, I'm not sure what Nikolai's best out is.
His biggest problem is trying to keep those energies on the board, and he just has to hope that Sebastian runs out of those resources and doesn't hit what he gets.
Exactly. You pretty much have to attach these energies and just kind of cross your fingers that Sebastian just doesn't have a way to get rid of it. Now, if you look at his hand is pretty mediocre right now. Like, he's got 1 puzzle, a weakness policy, or like, he's got a lot of not good cards in his hand. His hand is not doing anything. So,
I'm just going to give Nikolai the breather he might need.
Right.
Maybe his best out is Sebastian's bad hand.
Right. I think, but yeah, that's probably his best out. But I think like even still, he's not even 2-shotting the one with the hard charm right now. He's doing 90 to it with the hard charm, so he's 3-shotting the one with the hard charm, and he's gonna 3-shot the other one once he primals up, because I think Sebastian's gonna attach Primal Pass right now. That is looking like the likely scenario, and just wait until he draws something. Essentially, might play that puzzle to Scry 3 actually. See what he does with that.
It's one of those risky moves. Nothing's worse than playing one puzzle and then seeing it the very next card.
Yeah,
let's find out.
So he's gonna scry through the puzzle. He's got
the Lysander.
Well, he's got the Lysander, but the thing is that doesn't do anything right now because he can't attack. Like I think I might put. Yeah, he's gonna put. Anything else? It doesn't. I think he's gonna go with the Lysander on top. No, so he's gonna go teammates on top because essentially he's gonna say, okay, look.
He just cannot decide. He goes with the Lysander.
So he's going with the Lysander on top, so he can like Lysander up a Hoopa and give himself some more time to just naturally draw into things.
He does have a fighting energy.
Yeah, but that's only gonna put him at 3 energies on that Groudon, so he's still not able to attack.
But he can Lysander.
He can Lysander up the gear. He's gonna roll.
You're Nikolai. What do you promote?
Okay, so
your dragons have for your treat.
So you saw him puzzle. I think you promote the Giratina without energy.
Yeah.
Or just the other Hydreigon.
That's true. Yeah, because then there's no board state change.
I don't think it matters what you promote because I think you're under the assumption that Sebastian's not attacking you. I actually don't think I agree with the escape rope play. Because I think it's better to just leave that Jirachi in the active round. Because, like, the thing is if he KOs it, it's okay because you have teammates coming up relatively soon.
Yep.
And that's why and if he doesn't kill it, then he's not doing anything, right? I think it's very close to a win-win either way. So he's looking at playing a Shrine of Memories down, counter that Aqua base. Alright, so he's gonna play the Shrine down, so he can actually he'll be able to start attacking with like a Giratina like pretty soon here with a Groudon a Groudon pretty soon here because he'll be able to use the Groudon's gonna attack that I think it's called Rend it does 30 or rip off something like that. It does 30 damage full contact to Scry. again, he's going to be able to bottleneck Nikolai on these resources.
And that's just the name of his game.
Right. Just going to try to run this Giratina deck out of energy. And again, he's playing a Super Scoop. He's going to try to pick up. Yeah, he whiffs that one. What else has he got? I cannot. Saying something about Sebastian's complaining about the die roll.
The die roll?
Right, because I think Nikolai hasn't been like throwing it high enough in the air or something, but
yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, Nikolai's.
I don't think there's any amount of scoop ups right now that's gonna help Nikolai out of this.
Yeah, Nikolai's not even Nikolai's got this double jump. He doesn't even look excited to play it right now.
I'd be terrified too, because he's gonna swing and that.
Right, if you swing into his ground, eventually that Jirachi's gonna start this. You're like, if he had a Lysander, he could maybe wait for a Lysander to pop up so he can Lysander just kill the Jirachi with Chaos Wheel, but that just feels bad. And again, you've got this other Groudon that's gonna be able to start, corn flipping layer and use essentially for Crushing Hammer. So Nikolai's not in a great spot right now.
He did play down the double dragon though, so he does now have an attacker.
Yeah, I think he's definitely committed to attacking. The unfortunate thing is Sebastian's got that Lysander.
Yeah.
So,
and even if
he'll be able to Stardust.
Even if Nikolai somehow gets that Jirachi in the active, Sebastian's good teammates.
No, he's got Lysander on top. The old teammates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got Lysander on top, is what I believe he ended up putting on top. So we finally see a Toad. So we can now confirm that Nikolai is indeed playing Toadina. And Toad decks are traditionally relatively poor against Groudon decks. So he's gonna So he's gonna Lysander up. Yeah, this is exactly what Sebastian wanted. And now he's gonna do 10. All right, Nikolai's got a Sycamore, but he's got almost out of energy. He's got 3 double dragons in there, so he's got 1 double dragon left, and then he's gonna be trying to attack with a Toad into a Groudon, and that doesn't work. That will never work.
And he already got rid of the Toad.
Yeah, you can't bench it. Alright, so I think he actually hit his last double dragon. The thing is
it doesn't matter. Stardust prevents the damage.
Jirachi's protected right now. So
he just sacrificed the double dragon for nothing.
Well, he's got to retreat.
He has to.
So
he didn't.
What is he? I'm not.
I think he attempted the.
Okay. So Nikolai just. I think that's. For all intents and purposes, I'm pretty sure that's game. So
that's 4 double dragons in the discard.
I haven't seen a puzzle out of him yet either. And Sebastian just double chin and be like, okay, all I have to do is attack now and I'm good. He's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is. Yeah, you can't.
Nikolai tried the Lysander, but Primal Groudon is protected. You can
tell Nikolai's just really frustrated right now. He tried to attack into a Stardusted Jirachi. He's trying to Lysander Primal Groudon.
He lost his last double dragon.
Yeah, he's just really frustrated. I think he just needs this game to be over and then just forget about it. Oh no,
there's the.
There
was only 3.
So he only had 3 in there. Okay. So he's got 1 left, but.
I mean,
he's still you can just tell he's frustrated.
He can't Lysander out of it.
Right, he's trying to.
He has to switch.
Well, he's gonna flare ground. If he has a rope, he can start to maybe do stuff. But you can tell he's frustrated right now. You lost all but 1 double dragon. It looks like I thought he actually. And then he's got the probably just get a V. Still hasn't done anything other than Karina. He's Karina'd and Lysandered so far.
He's Karina, Lysandered, and Stardusted. That's been the whole game.
Yeah, he hasn't. Yeah.
A couple hammers.
1 enhanced hand. Or was it 1 or 2 enhanced hand? But yeah, he's pretty much just been chilling. He's gonna Karina for. Again, I'm not sure why he left the Giratina in the active here because he's gonna be able to Stardust.
Because he's Lysander, technically still plays Lysander.
I think he told him.
I'm not sure. Jimmy's gonna go and double check.
He told him.
Just say that the game's gonna be paused here.
Oh, so the game is about to be paused for a second. There's a question about the Lysander last turn.
They're just looking into that right now. They're looking because he did attempt to Lysander last turn, but he did not discard it. So technically.
So are they? Okay, so they're saying. All right, yeah. Let's just. If I'm Nikolai, I'm gonna play out this game and just try to recompose myself for game 2 because he's misplayed and he's just frustrated. Like, he's got these great EXs that we're just getting beat by a Jirachi. It's not fun. And again, the other half of your deck is Seismitoad, and that's not good against Groudon. Like, this also wasn't something you're probably planning on seeing because Groudon is really more of an expanded deck too.
And it's having a great showing. I mean, Sebastian's 3-0, so just coming out of left field, when everyone's preparing against Night March, against
Darkrai Giratina,
Trevenant, and then out of nowhere, a Groudon.
Yeah, if I'm Nikolai, I don't think Nikolai can actually win this game anymore. Like, he is down a lot of energy. Yeah, Sebastian's about to turn 1.
He lost both his double colorless and his double dragon.
6. He's down 6 of his 8 energy, and now I still can't confirm or deny if he plays puzzle time because we don't have a deck list for him yet. But I've not seen a puzzle out of him, and it's been a fairly long way into the game. So I'm pretty sure he's down to 1 double dragon and 1 DC, and you're not gonna win with that.
No.
Like,
not against this setup.
Yeah, again, Sebastian hasn't even like done anything. He's literally just Jirachi'd and Hand-Stammered and Karina. Like, he's just been there slowly chipping away at Nikolai's energy, and Nikolai has shot himself in the foot once or twice.
And you know what? The other thing too is he's playing it right. Like, there's no need to go aggressive with this. Just take out the energy and set yourself up for just in case.
I think he even just his last turn. I think he just
Stardust passed.
Yeah,
which is all you need.
Yeah, that's all he needs to. He just needs he might not even need to actually set up a Groudon in this game. Like, he might be able to win this game by literally
just a
chipping away
Jirachi and hammers.
Yeah. And if you're Nikolai, I'm not sure what out you're actually playing to right now. Like, I mean, the main reason you're still in this game is because Sebastian still hasn't drawn an actual draw supporter yet. So, like, I guess I get the point in not scooping, but, like, you're running out of cards. Like, this is he doesn't know this, but this has already been a 23-minute game. Like, if you even want a prayer of coming out of the series with win, you gotta
cut your losses.
You gotta think about, like, just scooping this game now. Like, maybe he's playing for a draw.
Maybe, but like the other thing too is like he's not going off a mill because.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, if anything, he's going like. I don't think Nikolai can actually win 2 games in this series. I think he can. If he can steal game 2, I think this ends in a draw. But at this point, if you're Nikolai, I think his best option is he's gonna end up. He can't. I don't think he can win this series. But I think he can end up with a draw right now because there's just not enough time already, especially since both of these decks are relatively slow. Well, like, Tina Toad's trying to, like, chip away you with Quaking Punch and then transition into a Giratina, and then you got Groudon, which, as we've seen, is literally just Stardusting, and it's, turn 7 or 8.
It's doing exactly what it needs. And there's the Wobbuffet.
There's a Wobbuffetting for not...
No real need, but it's there.
Yeah. Well, it can be a faster clock, is what it can be, because we still don't actually know if he plays Hex or Silent Lab. And if he doesn't play either one of those 2, Wobbuffet is actually the other attacker that he can use to KO these Giratina. Like,
interesting that he put the energy on the second Groudon that isn't even close to set manual attach.
So I think the reason he's doing that is I think he's trying to set up multiple Groudons that can both use, I think it's Ren.
The first attack.
The 30 damage attack that flips a coin to discard energy. I think that's why he's doing it.
He's playing pure energy removal, which once again is all he needs.
And again, Nikolai has a board state where he cannot bench a Seismitoad right now.
Nope.
So
Sebastian has all the time in the world.
Yeah, that has more than all the time in the world. So he's actually promoting. So he's okay. I'm not exactly sure why he did that, but let's the Groudon with the Floatstone on it, and retreats to Jirachi. I'm not sure why he. I guess he's trying to.
Denial.
Yeah, I guess he's trying to protect it from maybe like a Super Scoopa DCE Toad Fury Belt scheme, maybe. But that's about the only thing I can. I guess the 10 chip damage doesn't matter that much because we're at a point where like it's very much like inevitable that Sebastian is winning this game. And again, if I'm Nikolai, I would be cutting my losses right now because I don't think he can win this game. And again, I don't think he can win 2 games in like we're already halfway through the round.
Oh, and there it is.
So now we are going to start. Now things are going to start to pick up a little bit.
200 damage Primal Groudon ready to go.
240, so it will KO through the Fury Belt. He's at what?
Is there 2 strong energies on that guy?
Right. Yeah, but he retreats it. So Sebastian looks to retreat into Wobbuffet instead of just taking the prize of Groudon. And I think the reason for that is Sebastian's thinking the opposite. Is he's saying, okay, I'm gonna try to make this game go on long enough because Nikolai has shown that he's not willing to concede this game. So Sebastian's here going, I'm gonna just drag this game out. I know I have this game won. I'm just gonna drag this game out as long as possible so that you can't win a game and I can maybe just win this series 1-0. That has to be the thinking that Sebastian's doing by promoting Wappa and not just basically ending this game within the next 3 turns.
Yeah, once again, all the time in the world. He can sit there, he can look at his hand for a little bit and pass.
And again, Nikolai's already shown that he's not willing to concede this game, and I don't think he's had an out to win since that 6th energy was taken away. Unless he plays puzzles that we haven't seen, because he hasn't been showing us his deck, but he's down to like 8 cards. By now we would have probably seen at least 1 puzzle.
And there goes Sebastian just
passing. He's just passing here and he's basically, at least he's locked up with Giratina.
Yep.
Because the Hydrogons are turned off, and again, Nikolai is refusing to scoop. And I
mean, good on Nikolai for looking for an out, but
I don't think there is an out. Like, I think this is actually bad for him because
he needs to cut his losses and go into
It
round 2.
might get to the point where he doesn't have enough time to win 1 game. Like, there's no, like, Nikolai cannot win this series, it looks like. Like, unless Sebastian Ler just Jirachi passes starts 2 games in a row. And I'm not sure, like, I don't think there's any outs for Nikolai in this situation, and I don't think there has been for a while. I'm not sure if he's trying to figure out what Sebastian's exact list is, but, like, at this point, he played more than half the round, and I don't know why he's doing this. Like, I get what Sebastian did. He's saying, look, I have this game won. I'm going to win this game super slow. So he attaches
the last double dragon.
So he attaches the last double dragon here. And that's, he attaches it to the active. And, I mean, so it's funny, Sebastian's sitting on a teammates, and I don't know if he plays a second Enhanced Tamer, but, like, he might just let him kill this Wobbuffet and
just
then, like,
to get the teammates, yeah.
Right, and then at that point, I would assume Nikolai would concede because he would have no energy left to do anything.
Yeah, once this double dragon goes, that's it.
Yeah, he can sky return. Like, it's again, but we've gone through like another 5 minutes where Nikolai, I don't really think had a chance to win. He's played it through.
And he has fewer cards in his deck than Sebastian,
right,
so
exactly.
He can't even hope for a draw.
And Sebastian also plays Bundle B as well.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
At least I thought I saw Bundle B when he was going through his initial hands. But most grounds do play a Bundle B to recover the stadiums, or they play Regirock, but he elected to play Bundle B because it gives you a lot of versatility in the late game. And now Sebastian's gonna...
there's the last energy drop.
Yeah, so he's gonna Cassius the Wobbuffet. I mean, so if you're Nikolai, I guess it's cool that you got to see that he plays Cassius, but again, you can assume a lot of groundless play usually a Center Lady, a Super Potion, and a Cassius as healing. So it's not too surprising. And yeah, now he's gonna start us, and now Nikolai has to.
That's game. Like that's.
Nikolai has to concede at this point, right? Like I'm not. Well, what is he playing to? Like, I mean, he can end. Like, I don't know. Again, I just really don't know why Nikolai's playing this out. Like, maybe he's thinking he can win a quick game in 20 minutes and get a draw, but like.
That's real risk.
Yeah, he's running the risk of there not being enough time for a game 2. So that's the only DC. Well, so he's gonna sky return for 30, and it just isn't a winning strategy. Like, again,
I mean, he could do it every turn.
The only out here is maybe like if Sebastian just straight up doesn't play Hex and doesn't play Silent Lab, then maybe he can just sky return into Giratina. But then you're also literally assuming he doesn't hit a Lysander ever. Or VS Seekers ever.
I think Sebastian's getting ready just to start knocking out Pokemon and start taking out prizes.
I don't think that's true. I think he just wants to drag this game out. Like, if I'm Sebastian, I don't know what his list is. We don't have his list yet. But like, if I play even one Hex or like, if I just draw a Lysander, I'm trying to sit on this game and make this like a 50-minute game. Like, it's like because let's just say like he's gonna be doing pin damage to turn to this Groudon with a hard charm on it.
And Nikolai only has 3 cards left.
He's gonna deck out. Like, again, Nikolai I don't think he's been able to win this game for like a very long time. Like even if Sebastian plays 0 outs to actually beat a Giratina, like you have 0 ways to deal with a Primal Groudon right now. You have a Shaman that is sky returning. Like that can win you games against Trevenant, but that's not gonna win you a game against a Groudon with a hard charm when you have like 3 cards in deck, and even if you have like the equivalent of 3 ends in your hand, like and he's even got a Lysander. And Sebastian flashes his hand, we see a Lysander. So, like, at some point, if he needs to Lysander around the Giratina, yeah, he can Lysander around and kill Hydreigon. And he's even going to just let him Sky Return and KO this direction. And
again, I feel like Nikolai's really hurting himself by playing this game out to completion. Teammates.
And there goes the teammates.
And I am presuming this is for a Silent Lab or a Hex for later. Like, I'm just assuming that because then that would cinch the game. Like, very much just end it. And we saw my. Comes the Parallel City, which is actually noteworthy.
Yeah, that'll be good because then he can't even.
Yeah, he can Parallel City him out of the game. Like,
yeah, he can't even get his Shaman back down on the board.
Yeah, now that does make me think he might not play. That makes me think he doesn't play Hex or Sound Lab, or that maybe their prize this game. So
yeah, we'll never know because he's never going to even see his prizes this game.
He is literally going to win this game by taking 0 prize, or he might just take 1 because it finally happened. Oh, he doesn't. So he elects to not play the Parallel City. No, that was a Hex. That was Hex. Okay. That was just bad play. So. What is happening? Sky returns. He's gonna do 30. So he's got. At this point, is Sebastian like going to attack? Like, he's got the Hex. Like, he's got a Hex and a Last Answer, so that's 4 prizes.
I mean, this is 1 turn away from losing anyway.
Well, no, Nikolai, if he's playing this game out, he has to have an end in his hand. Like, there's no way he's playing this game out and like.
So is he presumably just waiting for the tie? Then is he gonna go all 50 minutes and hope for a tie?
I don't know.
Why would Sebastian take it? He could just 1, 2, 3 knock out.
Well, the thing, all right, so he's I have to assume he's ending here, right? Or judging or some form. Yeah, he's got Burst Seeker for an end. Yeah, just there's 1 in there. We believe you. You've gone through like
your entire deck.
Yeah. So he's gonna end, and he's gonna give himself a couple turns. But this is one of those where there's the end. So he's gonna end, and he's gonna get back down to 4. He's gonna get down to 4, and I think he's got like about 10 or so cards in his back. So he's got time. Like,
yeah, but 17 minutes worth.
It's one of those where I don't actually get the play on both players' ends because Sebastian at this point is like. I get why he's doing it.
Sebastian's guaranteeing himself a 1-0 victory.
Yeah, because I think Nikolai is like assuming that Sebastian doesn't play Hex, but like even if he doesn't play Hex, most Groudons play Silent Lab or Lysander. Like Lysander still wins the game because he can go if he has 2 Lysander VS0, he's going to go Hoopa, Hydreigon.
And he's going for this chip damage, which is, I mean,
yeah, it's fine. Like I get it, but like. You're gonna get the 2 prizes. You are not going to 24 shot this Primal Groudon. Like you're not gonna be able to 24 shot this other Primal Groudon.
No.
It's just not happening. Again, Sebastian just passes because he doesn't need to do anything. Just puts a 30 on it. I'm not even sure I saw Nikolai like that.
No, he put it down and then picked it back up.
Yeah, they're just like.
They know what's happening.
Yeah,
he's stalling out every turn, letting him do the damage. That way, next turn, when he actually needs to, he's gonna knock out that thing.
Again, it's one of those where at this point, I would even say I would start like attacking now, like
Yeah, get a couple prizes in there.
Because he's not gonna win a game against you 10 minutes. Like, but again, if you're Sebastian, he's not gonna 24 shot you. Like that's the thing. And so it's like, yeah, did you draw your card? And he's like, yeah, okay, I did. Sweet. Like this is kind of turned into a pretty not entertaining game of Pokemon, unfortunately.
This is just stall tactics 101.
Yeah, this is again, and I really don't get why Nikolai's playing this game through because like he hasn't.
Oh, and there's the super potion.
Like, Nikolai hasn't had it out to win this game for legitimately almost half of the stream now, and I guess he's just assuming that Sebastian doesn't play Hex, but like you can't. I don't see how he thinks he can win. Like unless he plays because he's out of energy presumably. Like, he doesn't play puzzles, so we know he literally just has 1 DCU left. Unless he has 4 puzzles in there. He doesn't play puzzles. So, at this point, Sebastian just kind of like, okay.
This is really brutal to watch.
Sebastian's basically just sitting here going, okay, I'm not going to win this game quick. I'm going to take my 1-0 win and be happy about it. Like,
That's all you need.
Yeah, exactly. I actually remember a time last year at a Regionals where I was playing a Fairy deck that I was playing 2 Suicune, and I was facing a Mega Ray deck when it first came out. At the time, they didn't play any way.
There goes the Pokemon Center lady.
They didn't play any way to actually beat it because Hex wasn't out. So the one game I literally got the board steps to just be 2 Suicunes, each with 3 energy on them, and I didn't win the game. I just sat there for about 45 minutes taking my time. So, So I get what he's doing. It's just kind of painful to watch, as we're gonna see. Yeah, he's center.
And there's
Center lighting. Yeah. Okay. So Nikolai, for whatever reason, now finally decides it's okay to concede.
he ran out of cards.
Oh, did he finally run out of
Yeah.
cards? Yeah. Again.
He's shaming. But
Again, Nikolai he wasted about 14 minutes there to just to not do anything. So the only logical thing I think of is that Nikolai's saying, okay, I'm gonna make game one take 35 minutes and then just hope I get a quick game two there. Because I think Nikolai knows that it's gonna be very difficult for him to beat this deck best 2 out of 3. But maybe you can get lucky and just beat it one game in like 15 minutes, and those are probably the only games you're gonna win.
The only thing I could think of too is maybe he's trying to draw out all of his heal supporters, so he knows
exactly what's playing.
how much help he's really got to do.
Yeah. So let's see. We saw a hard charm. We saw a center lady. We saw a super potion, and we saw a Cassius.
Yeah.
So he's got at least 4 healing cards, and the big thing Nikolai did not see that does matter is he did not see the bundle beam.
Nope.
He did not see the bundle beam.
He didn't see the hex either.
He did not ever actually see the hex, but I don't think he's gonna have enough time to really play around him not playing hex this game. Because if he wants to win a game, he's gonna have to win it quick and just kind of be very aggressive and go all in. So they're shuffling up here. I'm going to presume Nikolai's gonna choose to go.
He does have some head ringers.
Yeah, like he's got ways to interact with the deck, but I mean, again, after they're done shuffling, there's only gonna be about like 12 minutes left, and it's just gonna be very tough for him to like sequence it to where he can win quickly, unless Sebastian does something like a Jirachi pass.
Yeah.
But if he just opens Jirachi and just has a dead hand, just passes with Jirachi, that's probably Nikolai's best way to get a tie this series. It would be highly unlikely for him to be able to get a win in this series. And then if you're Sebastian, you're sitting here just going, okay, really all I want to do is I just want to start with like a Wild. You just want to start with like a Wild Fed or a Grotto, and then just get a Primal up immediately, and then just sit back and like make the game go on as long as you need it to. Because the only way you're gonna lose a game this quick is if you just draw completely dead. So you just went for like any sort of reasonable start here, and that's all Sebastian really needs because he's only got to last 13 minutes or so.
All right, so Sebastian did get a basic.
Yeah, gets a basic immediately. We see a mulligan out of Nikolai, which again is also bad because this eats up another 20 to 30 seconds on the clock to shuffle.
And Sebastian looks like he is at least keeping count, but it looks like he probably intends on taking that mulligan.
He's definitely gonna take the mulligan. Because again, he's got a strong. I see a center lane. I see a strong. Oh, so that's great. He's already got 1 healing card. He's got energy.
And he has a yes seeker, so he can double center lady.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to heal a lot. Now he actually doesn't have a real supporter in his hand. He's got a Y-Sander and a center lady. It looks like. So this is like, there's a chance here that like, if Nikolai is able to get off to a strong start, he could be able to just steal a win here because Sebastian does not have an actual supporter in his hand. He just has a couple. He's got a couple ways to interact, but he doesn't have anything that draws him cards. Not even a Karina, so we'll have to see what happens here. Okay, it looks like he might be mulliganing again.
Oh,
that's
double
huge.
mulligan.
That's huge because Sebastian.
So much more time.
Right. Yeah, we're down. We went from 13 minutes to 12 minutes. So now Nikolai's already facing uphill battle trying to win like a 13-minute game. Now he's got to like win an 11-minute game. And Sebastian, the thing that's huge here is Sebastian started out with his 7-card hand. He didn't have any supports that drew cards. Now he's got 2 more extra cards, and it's just really unfortunate for Nikolai to be having these mulligans right now if his game plan was to just go for the draw.
Oh, he does start with the Toad. Well, he has a Toad.
He has a Toad and DC, and that's pretty much what he wants. I think his best way to win this game is to, like, Quaking Punch and then transition. Like, what he needs to do, he needs to Quaking Punch and then transition the Giratina like you normally want to do.
And it looks like Sebastian is taking both those cards.
He's definitely going to take those mulligans. He has 2 supporters that don't draw him cards. And, so he hits a Sycamore and he hits a Super Potion. So he's off to...
the Wobble
And he's got a Wobble Fed start, which isn't actually that great. It does prevent him from shamaning and doing a lot of things, but it's not great because if you're Sebastian, you really just want to find like a ground, just primal, and then just be able to relief. Because again, you don't have to win this game; you just have to survive.
True.
So
he is at that
Sebastian
advantage.
is mostly in the hunt for another Pokemon here. Like he's got a strong energy, a Lysander, and he did draws 1 copy of an Enhanced Center as well, so he's gonna be able to enhance center that DC off immediately. And so Wafet start might be good because Nikolai's not gonna be able to shaman and dig as much.
Oh, looks like he's going for the Hoopa. He's going for that full bench right out the gate.
He's gonna.
He is grabbing the Shaman. He can't use the Shaman right now, but he is grabbing
Hopefully he remembers that. Nikolai made a couple mental errors in game 1.
This could be a misplay, but hopefully he sees what's going on.
Hopefully he's like, okay, Hoopa's psychic. I can use that. Because I know game 1 he made a couple of mental mistakes, and I think that was just due to being frustrated though. So
Let's see what happens. Misplay.
Okay.
Oh, and he did do it. He put down the Shaman.
Okay, so he again
looked at the top card. Game's gonna be paused here,
The game
guys.
will be paused here in a second. Although I
a
think
judge is being brought
it
out. I
looked like
don't.
Sebastian was just like, you can put it back. Like I don't think Sebastian's gonna call him on it. But again, if you're looking at this from a time perspective, there's a good chance that this gameplay error doesn't result in a time extension. It's just another minute or so wasted off the clock for free.
Yeah, but is Shaman gonna be stuck on the bench? That's the key.
I would.
Oh,
It depends.
it depends on the ruling.
Well, I think it depends on what Sebastian says. Like I think this is one of those where the player's going to be given the choice where he wants to like say, oh, you played it or no, you didn't. And again, I don't think it really matters.
He did look at his
He
top
did look
card
at the top
though.
card, so they're going to talk about it. That's their call. Yeah, we got Jimmy over there figuring it out. But yeah. So
It looks
I
like
think,
Sebastian's completely
I
fine
think
with
Sebastian's okay with him taking it back and saying, look, it's fine. Like, he's had a frustrating series. So he's taking the high road, which is good because
it. That's awesome.
also see.
Oh, that's not awesome.
Yeah, well, that's really bad. Like he also like it's almost like it's very hard for it's gonna be hard for him to like lose a game this quick too. So it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, he did hit that Sycamore.
Yeah, he did draw Sycamore off those 2 mulligans.
Yeah.
Like that was huge. Actually, he ended up drawing 2. Now he's gonna draw something again. He's just in the hunt for another Pokemon. Like he just needs to survive. He's got a
there's
Robo
the
Sub,
Robo
and
Sub.
that is at the moment good enough. Like if this Wampa dies, his game's not over. And again, the thing that's unfortunate for Nikolai is that Hoopa was actually a legal play there. Because Hoopa's a psychic type and Wampa doesn't.
But then he
turn off.
forgot about the Shaman.
And yeah, he forgot about Shaman, so it's just unfortunate that Wampa's abilities actually triggers and the R one doesn't.
Yeah, and us.
Yeah. It's psychic. So it's just really unfortunate for him that one of his abilities triggers and
And the other one doesn't. Yeah.
So
And everyone,
he's just made a couple mental errors in this series. I think it's just due to him being really frustrated.
I mean, and yeah, this is a very frustrating match to go up against.
Right, and it's not like this isn't something you were testing against one in this
No.
regional. You were not like Groudon isn't supposed to be a thing in standard. Like you don't have your tropical beach. Like you don't have those, and that's a huge part of the deck. Is you kind of sit back and you beach the first 3 or 4 turns of the game to
And
get
then you
an
get
ideal
going.
setup. Right. Sebastian's gonna mention Robosa, play down to Waba, leave Luafa in the active. He doesn't have another big Pokemon, but he's got Karina in his hand. He's attaching a weakness policy to Robosa because weakness policy doesn't do anything in the matchup. So just gain the card out of his hand. Again, Nikolai, having just the Shaman in his hand, it looks like he might just have a dead hand now.
That Wobbuffet Star was a little more clutch than expected.
Right.
And then with the Enhanced Hammer,
It was
Toad can't
brutal.
even attack. He can't draw anything. It doesn't look like he has a Sycamore in hand.
Yeah, again, and this is one of those things like.
And
this
this is
matchup's
where
very
Nikolai is now regretting using so much time in game
right.
1.
And again, the matchup's already uphill too, so like he's just going there, just like this is just not my day at the moment. But he's gonna be 3-1. Like that's fine. Like it's not bad, but it's just not a matchup he was. Like his deck just really wasn't equipped to handle this matchup. Honestly, he's gonna Karina here for a Groudon and a puzzle.
Once again, Sebastian's just hanging out.
Yeah, that's all
really
he needs
waiting for 7 minutes to go by.
Really. Yeah, 7 plus 3. He's taking his time. Again, at this point, like Nikolai's not gonna be able to really do much of anything because
Nikolai has to hit a Sycamore into all of his energies, the ability to switch out that Toad and just go as hard as he can, as fast as he can.
Yeah, and he doesn't have enough time to. Like,
and
especially with Robo Subs in deck, where once he gets this Groudon to be a Primal, which will probably be next turn.
Oh, there's one of the energies he
There's
needs.
a
But
double
even still, like Nikolai is stuck at the fact that he has to manually attach for 2 turns.
Right.
And that's what's
And
killing
then you're
him.
Yeah, and Sebastian plays Enhanced Hammer and Jirachi, and
he's just stalling
it's just
him
a really
every
bad.
turn.
It's just not a good matchup for Nikolai, unfortunately. Like he just. Okay, so at this point, I think Sebastian's gonna Karina probably for the puzzle and the Primal, Enhanced Hammer, the Double Dragon, and pretty much ensure that this game is gonna go to time and that he'll win. Oh, he's actually getting another Groudon. Okay, so he's not gonna Primal up yet.
He's just getting set up again, just like he did last time. He's
So
spreading out the deck, taking things,
Yep.
going for the puzzle, which is going to get him that hammer back.
Yep, exactly. He's gonna be able to Enhance Hammer that Double Dragon and just slow Nikolai down more. And you can even see from Nikolai, he's just like, okay, is this over yet? Like this is just not his day. This is again just not a good matchup for him. Like a lot of things that Groudon does are very good against what his deck is trying to do, especially because Sebastian does play the Enhanced Hammer. He does play the Jirachi.
Yeah.
And the puzzles are good again. Good. Like
he just has the energy denial. That's just there's the Groudon.
there's the Primal. Yep. Oh, so he actually had one discard, so that's why he didn't get it with the search.
Yep. And
he's a puzzle.
He's going for the Sycamore.
He's not gonna get the Enhanced Hammer. So
he's just setting himself up for next turn.
He's just basically saying like, look, I don't even think if you attack me, you're beating me. Right? Like That's pretty much what he's saying. He's like, I don't need. He's like, it's fine if you do 100 to my Wobbuffet.
Right, and even if he gets 2 prizes, he's gonna take a Wobbuffet. He's gonna take a Robo
Yeah,
Sub.
exactly. And again, we're down to 5 minutes left, and like,
Yep, he primaled up and passed.
as is expected. So next turn he's got another.
He does have the Mega Turbo in hand, but it doesn't look like he has any energy in the discard. Oh, Nikolai passed. He does hit a strong energy.
It's a strong energy, so I guess that's exciting. Yeah, Pill Dash is strong energy, and probably just Sycamore here. Or just pass, like, it's fine. It's presumptive at this point. He's also got the escape rope in his hand, so, like,
Yeah.
he can even do something where, like, he attaches the energy and then he escape ropes. But you don't want to do that because then he can set up, so, like, yeah, he's just going to sit here. He's going to
He's kind of kill some time, drawing through cards.
Yeah,
and
he's down to, like, 4 minutes. Like, again, I mean, Sebastian probably isn't, like, Sebastian would probably win this game under normal circumstances, but this one he's able to just play against with the clock on his side too.
I think he's doing it really smart. He could be aggressive, but aggressive
there's
sometimes
no
makes
reason,
misplays. There's no need.
Just don't risk it. Like, you just need to like do your thing here. And he's got Karina, strong energy.
And he gets just ready to pass again. Yep, there it goes.
And again, Nikolai can't play this shame in his hand, and
he's looking at it every turn.
Every turn he's just like, oh. So it's just really unfortunate for him. It's bad luck.
There's the strong energy. That Groudon is ready to go. He has a stadium in hand if he needs. It's probably Karina maybe for the other primal just to kill more time and pass again.
I don't. Again, it's all just like, you know.
Sebastian's almost playing this as like just getting ready just in case.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he doesn't even. He's not gonna.
He doesn't even get a Pokemon. He just gets the puzzle.
Again, he didn't need to. He didn't need Gaia Volcano last game. He's not gonna need the Gaia Volcano this game. Like. Again, this is just a fundamentally bad match for me. He's got double puzzle again.
Probably gonna get the hammer.
I would assume at this point he gets the hammer, right? There's no way you pass it up twice. No.
Another primal. Okay.
Okay.
And the hammer. There it is.
Yeah, just really making it
brutal. Yeah, that's just. There goes that double dragon that Nikolai's been sitting on the entire game. The one energy's been able to play.
Primal one pass and like.
He draws another double dragon. Oh
but
man, that enhanced hammer.
It still doesn't really do much right now because he can't get that.
Can't get the
Toad out
of the active. Oh, and the Zerosic
after.
Oh,
this is just brutal. Again,
he's down to DCE, 2 double dragons.
And Sebastian still has
gets the Zerosic again.
Yeah,
guaranteeing him another energy.
At this point, this is all just like a formality because Nikolai's not winning this game.
Even if he does get to Quaking Punch, he can't stop that Zerosic.
He's gonna Quaking Punch a Wobbuffet for 30 and 4-shot it. Like
Nikolai passes.
Sebastian's probably gonna pass.
He's gonna attach.
He's gonna play a Karina first.
Once again, running down the clock. 2 minutes left.
This is gonna be the slowest 2 minutes of Pokemon. Oh, we're getting a hard.
And the hard charm.
Just in case he thought he'd be able to, 4-shot this Wobbuffet, it's gonna be about an 11-shot now. Just kind of. It's cruel. Just brutal. Okay, we
attaches the energy.
He's gonna put on a Groudon, so we can still KO.
Just in case he gets Lysandered.
Well, you can't Lysander.
Oh, you can't. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, Nikolai's just gonna. Nikolai, I think. Yeah,
Nikolai's
just like, I'm done. Yeah. So.
That's not time for that.
No, he's scooping. Nikolai's scooping. Yeah. So yeah, just really bad matchup for Nikolai. There's not much he can do.
He couldn't keep energy on the board, and it just. Sebastian just ran the clock down smart.
Yeah, exactly, And again, I still think Nikolai took too much time in game 1, but it really didn't matter.
I think he got so caught up in trying to figuring out the